Hello, it's Dr. Casella here. And one of the great things about Python is they have these modules. And you can import these modules into your Python programming, and they give you a lot of power when you're doing your programming. And there are many, many different modules that Python has. In this session, I'm going to talk about the math module. So I'll show you how to import that module and how to use it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is go into Python. So we'll go into Applications. I'm going to use Python 3.5 again. Here's idle. I'll double click. That's the integrated development environment for Python, as I showed you on a previous YouTube video. And there it is. The shell pops up. I hit enter. And now we will import the math module. In order to do that, you just simply type import math. And that did it. Okay. Now, if you want to know a little bit about that math module, you type in help, parenthesis, math, end parenthesis, and enter. And then boom, it shows you a whole bunch of things about the math module, and it shows you all these different functions that you have when you import that module. So a lot of the trig functions are there, and other things. Ceiling, how to round a number to the highest value. So if it's like 4.1, if you use ceil, this ceil function here, it would go to 5. So anyway, there's a lot of math things in here. So you just, I'm just showing you to be aware of it. So here is, for an example, suppose I want to take the square root. So here's square root, the square root function. In order to use that function, you would type in math.sqrt, and then whatever number you want to take the square root of. So if we wanted to take the square root of 16, you do math.square root of 16, enter, and it gives you 4. If you wanted to do a logarithm, I could do math.log of, and then let's say I'm going to take the number 1024, and the base, comma, the base will be 2. So basically what this will calculate is 2. It'll tell you the exponent that I need to raise the base of 2 to in order to get 1024. So the answer should be 10, because 2 raised to the 10 power is 1024. Enter. And you see there it is, 10. Okay, how about cosine? So if I want to take math.cosine of, and you have to put an angle in radians, okay? And I'm not going to go into that here because this is not a math course. But pi is in radians. I'll put 3.1415926, and the cosine of pi should be -1, and I get -0.99999, pretty close to 1. All right. I could also import. I also have access to the pi, the number pi, directly just by typing in math.pi. Enter. So there it is, there's pi. So basically when you import a module the way I just did here, and you import all those functions, so now you can use those functions in your Python programming, you just have to remember that you have to type the name of the module and then dot and then whatever function you want to use. So in this case we imported the math module, so we've been typing math dot and then whatever function or number that was stored in the module. So that's all I want to cover for the math module. The other thing I'd like to mention is that when Python does its calculations, it uses PEMDAS. Okay, PEMDAS is the order of operations. And so in math, it follows a very specific order of operations, and PEMDAS is an acronym that'll help you remember what that order of operations is. And basically, parentheses are done first, then exponents, then multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction. So that's where PEMDAS comes from. Parentheses, exponentiation, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. And so if I typed in 6 plus 4 times 10, all right, the answer is 46. And the reason why it gave me 46 is because it does multiplication and division before addition or subtraction. So it's going to do this operation first, which is 4 times 10 is 40, and then it's going to add 6. So 6 plus 40 is 46. Now, if I had typed in 6 plus 4 in parentheses and then multiplied it by 10, well, PEMDAS, it does parentheses first. So it's going to look inside the parentheses and do this operation first. In this case, it's 6 plus 4, so that's 10. And then after it does that operation, then it'll do the multiplication. So 10 times 10 is 100. And so you see there's 100. And I had also shown you that it does exponentiation. So up here, I said, well, 2 raised to the 10 power is 1024. So if I do 2 and then asterisk, asterisk, and then 10, that means 2 raised to the 10th power. And you see it's 1024. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this section. Goodbye.